What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Sleuth Intuition channel. This is True Crime in the Morning. I'm your host, Patrick Vallejos, and we are broadcasting to the world live from Phoenix, Arizona. And we are going to go back and look at the case of Elizabeth Barraza. So, we're not going to do much of an overview on this case. Um, if you need more details on this case, please go check out part one. The link is in the description. Today, you might only get a quick overview, and then we're going to go directly into some discussion. Good to see everybody. CJK, Hiawatha, Farmer, Shadow, Cindy, Jerry. Good morning, everybody. What's up, Jerry? Okay, so this is Elizabeth Barraza from Tomball, Texas. She was 29 when she was killed. Now, the story goes her husband leaves for work early in the morning, I think around 6 a.m., 6 ish. She was out front preparing a yard sale, and I think she had already went around the neighborhood and put up some signs, but I could be mistaken. Around 7 a.m., a vehicle passed by her, parked across the street, maybe a house down. They exchanged some words, and this person killed her with a revolver too, which would not leave any shell casings, which um, leads into the hitman theory. But I think today we're going to explore two theories: the maniac theory, the local maniac theory, and then the hitman theory. Those are the two I want to focus on today. So Tomball, I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Tomball, Texas. So I don't know why I'm clicked in on 6919. I don't know how that happened. But it's actually this address right here. What is that? 8623. The neighbors, they're like, oh shit, we got to blur our home out. Wonder how hard that is to get that done on Google. Gotcha. Hey, if you can beat the system, do it. That's true, Farmer. So that is Elizabeth. I think she went by Liz, or her friends and family called her Liz. From what I've gathered, she's pretty fun. She comes off as kind of like a geek. She's really into Star Wars and Harry Potter and Comic Con and dressing up, like stormtroopers and Harry Potter and all that kind of stuff. So she seems like she knows how to have fun. Doesn't seem to take things too serious. I think his name is Sergio. That was her husband at the time. Now, there's a lot of speculation about him because the whole setup, if it was a hitman, kind of points at him a little bit. And he's been dragged through the mud, definitely on social media. We're going to hear from him today in three different interviews. He kind of talks about that as well. What's up, Mustang? Good to see you guys. Jill, what's up? Shadow, my kind of girl. So I don't know what's going on with this yard sale, and I don't know if there's verification. I don't know who's controlling the narrative, is what I'm getting at. Is it Sergio? Is he the one that's like, oh, well, we were having a yard sale because it's our anniversary and we're saving up money. We're going on a trip. Did Liz's parents kind of confirm that? Like, yeah, she told us that's what was going on. That part's unclear. And I also enhanced the audio. So we're going to watch the original CCTV footage or the ring footage from her ring camera from her front door. And then there's also a camera that I've located across the street on a neighbor's home. And we're going to look at both of that footage. We're going to put it together. And we're also going to add the enhanced audio to it. And I think I may have found some very interesting things while doing that. After playing with the audio, I do believe it is a woman. But my eyes tell me it's a man. So right now I'm not sure. And I'm talking about the killer. Hiawatha, she was 29 at the time. So he looks like he might be maybe 25, 26, a little, maybe a few years younger. The family believes it was a hired hit. The mother and the father have come out publicly and stated, we believe somebody hired somebody to kill her. They don't say it was her husband, but they don't. It's almost like they're avoiding that. They say things like, it's hard for us to trust people now. And they're very focused in on that, on the whole somebody was hired to kill her. And it appears to be a hitman. If you look at it, it appears that somebody was wearing a disguise. They used a revolver, which doesn't eject any shell casings, which is basically evidence that you're leaving at the crime scene. So the killer had a revolver, but we don't know if they chose a revolver or if that's just what they had. My latest feeling or opinion after listening to the audio, it sounds like an older woman, but she doesn't move and act like an older woman, so I'm not quite sure. And the revolver, that's something that a woman would carry, something that she would keep in the house, leave in the glove box in the car. But it appears to be a larger revolver. Not sure what the facts are on the caliber of ammunition used. We'll have to look that up. But one thing I did notice was the first shot was really sloppy. You can see that the first shot almost surprised the shooter. And I'm pretty sure that first shot completely missed. So it looks like it pulled all the way to the right and almost fell out of the hand. But then the shooter quickly gets control of the weapon. So it's almost as if they hadn't been shooting in a while. And once they felt it, then it was that muscle memory. So we'll take a closer look at all of that footage as well. Yes, Shadow. I was able to pull out almost all of the words. And we're going to look at that here. I think we're going to spend the majority of the time looking at the CCTV footage and listening to the audio that I've enhanced. All right, let's listen to an old interview with her husband, and then we'll go to a recent interview and a couple recent videos. Let me know if you can hear this.
Liz was amazing. She was so fun to be with. She was so just genuine and happy. It was amazing being with her, and it was like a fairy tale that we had together.
He still has the Harry Potter suitcase she packed for their 5th anniversary trip to Orlando.
It's just a little time capsule of how happy she was.
The couple was set to leave town just days after the 29-year-old's killing.
See, and that's the part I want to know. Where's his bag? Did he just unpack his bag? And going on many trips with my wife, she doesn't pack a bag. This is weird. Like, she's very meticulous about how she packs. This looks like the way I would pack my bag. What do you guys think? That's what my shit looks like. You know, I would just shove it in there and then pull the straps over. Boom. But my wife, no. She's got all these separate little bags. She's got, all kinds. It's all organized and shit. So that part threw me off. So we can talk a little bit about the yard sale. What was going on? Can we verify from any outside parties about the motivation for the yard sale? I mean, we don't know if they were having marital problems, if maybe she was leaving.
5th anniversary trip to Orlando.
It's just a little time capsule of how happy she was.
The couple was set to leave town just days after the 29-year-old's killing.
Take us back to that day. What do you remember?
I remember getting the trigger on my phone, the alarm system, and just being like, what's going on?
Okay, now what he's referring to is on your Ring camera doorbell, and I don't know if he had a Ring, but I'm pretty sure it's something similar. When there's movement, it'll activate. But the thing that doesn't make sense with this, and maybe you guys can help me poke holes in, any of you who have Ring cameras know that if his wife is already outside, right? She's outside putting together a yard sale. You can hear her outside. You can hear her on the Ring camera with a pricing gun. You can hear it click, click. You can hear her doing yard sale stuff, maybe even a stapler or something. So she would have already triggered those cameras multiple times. So it's as if he's focused in on that one specific event. Why? When it should have already been triggered.
This is weird.
Liz was having a garage sale in the driveway of her Tomball home, and the killer was captured on surveillance video, arriving minutes after Sergio left for work, walking up to Liz in what appears to be a disguise, firing 3 shots and a 4th one after she was down.
Tell us about the garage sale. There's been a lot of focus on that. Who knew?
From what it appears here is that this killer is taller than Liz. And it looks like the driveway is kind of going down at an angle. So may even be taller than what it looks like than it appears to be here. Maybe by a foot.
She was down.
Tell us about the garage sale. There's been a lot of focus on that. Who knew about the garage sale?
The only people that I know knew about the garage sale
2019,
was
Jari.
some of her coworkers,
January 25th.
myself, her parents, and
Wait, let's go back. He's talking about everybody who was aware of the yard sale. Sorry.
the only people that I know knew about the garage sale was some of her coworkers, myself, her parents, and I think my mom.
The other clue investigators had
I thought that was interesting. My mom. Because I'm telling you guys, even though it looks like a man, when you see what I was able to do with this audio, it's going to blow your mind.
have the getaway truck. Also captured on video, a black Nissan Frontier, seen in the neighborhood hours before and driving back by after the shooting.
If I would have known it was the last night, I would have done so much more. I would have held her longer. I would have said so much.
There's been a lot of online speculation. You remarried within 2 years of the murder. People wonder,
Yeah, that's
did
crazy.
you have anything to do?
Did you guys hear that? So he got married 2 years after the murder. How do you feel about that? I mean, it's not like she was kidnapped and she's missing. Like, he knows that she's gone. She's not coming back. He knows that his wife is no longer with us. It's not like she was kidnapped and she's missing. Nobody knows where she is, and then he got married 2 years later. And also, his wife lost her sister. So how do you guys all feel about Sergio? Hey, what's up, Candace? Ziggy, good to see you guys. Yeah, I just don't know how I feel about the whole suitcase thing. It all seems like it could be part of a cover-up, and well, I'll give you my opinion after we go over the information.
With Liz's death?
I did not. I know that I'm like the prime suspect in most people's eyes. I know that people want.
Did you guys notice that? Watch what he does with his lip.
I did not. I know that I'm like the prime suspect in most people's eyes.
I'm the
I know
prime
that
suspect.
People want to immediately say it was the husband who did it. I understand that, but it's just you had to know Liz and I. You had to see us. I still love her to this day. I found Amber it was about a year and a half after Liz passed away. Amber had lost her sister, and this just
Year and a half.
we just connected.
Do you feel like you and Amber have been unfairly?
So if you were plotting against, let's say, your wife and you had another lover or something, a year and a half seems just about enough time to wait before you burst. You know what I mean? If you were part of some kind of cover up, like, okay, we got to lay low. We just robbed the bank, for 1 year, we can't make any large purchases type of situation. You know what I mean?
Targeted.
I've always been an open book for the police, and I know Amber has as well. We both have gone through polygraphs.
How do you, at the end of the day, make sense of Liz's murder?
I honestly can't make sense of it. It just doesn't make sense. It's like I'm living in a totally alternate reality from what I was supposed to.
It's so crazy because I believe him. I believe him. But everything that we've learned from these cases, I think a good example would be Redwine. I mean, he came in front of those cameras and told us he didn't kill his son for years. And some people supported him and believed him. And I mean, of course, he didn't seem truthful. Sergio obviously seems very truthful. I believe him, but it's just like what Liz's parents said, it's hard to trust anybody. Because anybody who could commit this murder or hire somebody to commit this murder could most likely lie to a camera and even pass a polygraph, in my opinion. All right, let's go to something more recent.
After one of Harris County's most puzzling unsolved murders, as police dash camera video surfaces nearly 5 years after Liz Barraza was fatally shot in her driveway near Tomball.
She was getting ready for a garage sale. ABC 13's Jessica Willey is live with the video and reaction from the victim's former husband. Jess?
Yeah, the video was posted on YouTube this week. I have verified its authenticity and learned that it comes from a Harris County Precinct 4 Constable's Office patrol car, even though the Harris County Sheriff's Office is the lead investigating agency.
Maybe, Bobby.
Tonight, the
Good to
Harris
see you.
County Sheriff's Office tells us that they have no comment on the release of the video. Precinct 4 did not respond. Sergio Barraza, Liz's then husband, says this video shows just how heartbreaking those early moments were.
Oh my God, dude. This is crazy, man.
Gut-wrenching reaction from Sergio Barraza within minutes of learning his wife Liz had been shot.
What did they take? Did they like come and just... So they just shot her and left?
It was just before 7 a.m. January 25th, 2019. Sergio had just left for work. Liz was setting up for a garage sale at their home on Cedar Walk near Tomball. He never imagined what would happen next.
Garage sale, man.
It's so cruel and evil what they did to Liz. She didn't deserve any of this.
The in-car camera video, the only video posted on a YouTube channel that was created 2 weeks ago and not affiliated with law enforcement. The video shows Liz's parents arrive first, followed by Sergio. They are all distraught.
It tears me apart to see that. It's hard to watch myself go through that and remember all that. It just opens a wound again, and it's really tough reliving all that. And I hate that we haven't had this solved yet, you know?
Previous released surveillance video shows a person walk up to Liz, shoot, and then run off. A dark-colored Nissan Frontier was caught on several cameras, including the Barraza's doorbell camera. Sergio tells the Precinct 4 deputy constable about it.
I leave, and then I just saw on the camera, this vehicle pulls up and turns around.
See, here it is, him with that camera again. This is what he tells cops that day.
Or deputy constable about it.
I leave, and then I just saw on the camera, this vehicle pulls up and turns around, I guess right there, and then, like, I don't hear anything.
It's almost as if he was watching it. Because in my opinion, if she's out, and I'm going to show you guys this ring footage, and we're going to go over it, and we're going to talk about it. But she's out here setting up a yard sale. There's stuff everywhere. There's a treadmill, there's clothes, there's boxes, there's tables. And you can see her moving her right arm in the camera. You can actually see the killer's left arm in the camera briefly. So that kind of stuff would have been triggering the door camera the entire time. Why is he telling law enforcement that he watched a truck pull up and heard the shots and the screaming? Why is he triggered, and why is that what he's able to see? It's almost as if he wanted, if let's say hypothetically he hired a killer or whatever, right? We don't know. I don't think that's what happened. I'm just saying, if he did, it's kind of creepy that he almost would want to watch it on the ring camera, because if he's hiring somebody to kill his wife, he's pissed off. Whoever did this is very angry for whatever reason.
For a second, and then I just hear the 4 shots and her scream, and that's it.
Precinct 4 was first on the scene, followed by the Harris County Sheriff's Office. Liz, a member of a Star Wars charity group, the couple were raising money for an upcoming anniversary trip. Nearly 5 years later, her murder still unsolved, despite a $50,000.
Kind of reminds me of the Buziak case.
Crime Stoppers reward.
We're good people, man. We don't do anything.
On the video, Sergio said in general he worried for his wife's safety. He is now remarried and says he still loves Liz and is hopeful an arrest will come soon.
I'm hoping that the police just have something that they're just kind of holding on to and getting ready to.
He says getting ready to clamp down on. Candace says it's not the remarrying thing, his attitude and him leaving for work right before it happened. Yeah, it all lines up. It's really strange. But the truth is, if we're dealing with a maniac, it doesn't need to make sense. For what from what I've gathered, Liz was out putting up signs. What if she put up a sign in somebody's yard that was just wacko that day? They look like they're in a nightgown. You know, maybe they're pissed off. You woke me up. You woke my husband up. I'm pissed. Maybe I'm a little crazy. What's up, Charlotte? Because the vehicle almost looks like it goes past the home and is like, oh, there you are. All right, let's go ahead and let's dive right into that. Let's go to the CCTV footage. I'll play you the originals, the security footage from across the street, Liz's ring door footage, camera footage. The first version that we're going to play is going to be very alarming and shocking. It's going to be very quiet. And then out of nowhere, you're going to hear these loud gunshots. All right. So you might want to turn the volume down just a little bit. And then after that, you can turn it back up because I've corrected it when I combine the footage. I put both videos together so that we could put the audio to the security footage, not just the ring camera. So I think we'll start with, if you guys want to turn the volume down just a little bit. We'll show the original one first, and then after that, you can turn the volume back up. Okay, so what you're looking at is you're looking out Liz's front door. And the items that you see on the left are some of the items that she has out for the yard sale. You're going to hear her. I think you can hear her phone a little bit. She might be listening to something on her phone, like maybe talk radio or something. But we're going to go ahead and I've enhanced this audio. So I'm going to play the originals real quick, and then we'll go to all of the enhanced stuff. So that sounds like a pricing gun. That's the killer's truck. Okay, now the vehicle turned around. Why? Not quite sure. Okay, you can turn your volume back up. We're not going to play that version again. And here's the other CCTV footage from across the street. So you can see Liz up here. It looks like she might be making more signs or pricing, because we could hear the pricing gun. And you can see the killer walking towards her now, having parked just a little bit up the street, wearing a nightgown. And a very quick run. You see that? And when this person stands over her, it just reminds me of a man right here. But it could be a girl, right? What do you guys think? Watch how this person runs away from the scene of the crime. Very quick. But nothing crazy. Didn't look like Barry Sanders or anything. They turn around for whatever reason, romp through the yard. They actually went over the sidewalk too. Okay, now let's go to the enhanced version that I put together for you guys. And then we'll open it up for discussion. Okay, so the ring footage is a lot longer than the security footage from across the street. So you're going to see the ring footage first, and then you'll see the ring footage slide over to the left, and it'll become a split screen. And we went ahead and matched them up perfectly as far as the timing and the audio. See, and you can see Liz's hand right there. Okay, she said, "Good morning." Did you guys hear that? So the person parked and is stepping out of their vehicle. As they're stepping out, Liz says, "Good morning." Move away. Now. You dumb bitch. That's what she said. She said, "Move away. Now." And this says, "You dumb bitch." Move away. Now. You dumb bitch. And it sounds like a woman. Volume down. I need to turn it up. Okay, so I went ahead and pulled that one piece right there and isolated it right before the gunshots so we don't have to keep hearing that. Just the exchange there. Tell me what you think. Okay, so this is right after she says good morning. The person is out of the vehicle and says something to her. She says good morning, and she says he's too upset for that. He's too upset. She says good morning, and this person says he's too upset. Did you hear it? Move away. Now. You hear that? Listen to that last part. Yeah, it's definitely what it says. All right. Now play it uninterrupted a few times for you guys. Okay, so she says good morning, and this person who sounds like a woman says he's too upset. Almost like he's too upset to have a good morning. Right? This kind of fits more into the maniac theory. If she's going around putting up yard sale signs, maybe she pissed somebody off. Let's go back to the video one more time. This audio is pretty enhanced as well. Angry too, Farmer. Very angry. This person's angry. Calls her a dumb bitch. Did you guys hear the music coming from the vehicle? So she opens her door. You can hear the music coming from the vehicle. And then you hear Liz say, morning. And then she says, he's too mad. Oh, thanks. Thanks. I was just saying, what do you guys hear there? I'm going to play the first part. I hear he's too upset. He's too upset. She says, morning. The killer says he's too upset. Like she pissed off his husband or something. Okay, now right here, move away now. Like move away from what? Like move away? Like she's just getting ready to get the guts to do it or something? Like what does she mean move away? Maybe she wanted to see her hands, make sure she didn't have anything in her hands. You dumb bitch. That's clear as day. Right before they pull the trigger, that's what they say. And then it's bang, 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 bang. All right, guys, let's hear it. This is the chopper footage from when they came just after they stumbled across the crime scene. Yeah, me too, V. Yeah, move away. Well, she was kind of leaning on a table. This chopper footage is going to help us understand. They're going to kind of flip around and show us the actual garage sale. You can see how it was set up. You can kind of see where she was and what she was doing. That's her backyard right there, the one in the middle. Right there. Yeah, it does sound like a woman. Yeah, the manipulations from the door ring, the way it is, like it doesn't activate until it hears something. So there's nothing there, and then boom, once it picks up audio, then it kicks in. So it gives you kind of a strange effect. He's too upset. Well, she says morning or good morning. He's too upset. Move away. You dumb bitch. Bang, bang, bang. That was the conversation. What's up, Jennifer? Yeah, and is she selling all of her stuff or their stuff? I see the stormtrooper helmet right there. Do you guys see it? And she was kind of standing, I don't know, somewhere like right here. Because you can see her moving in the ring camera right there. Okay, so I think Liz was right there. Let me go back. Okay, you see this table right here? I think she was doing something on this table because we could see her movement right here. And then when the person confronts her, I think she just kind of takes maybe 1 or 2 steps right here. Like, what can I do for you? But yeah, it looks like they got a bunch of tools out here. Those probably belong to the husband. Some travel bags. Let's see. Can't really tell. That looks like mostly girls' clothing. But then again, it doesn't really look like she's all the way set up. And there's her little register area. So if this was a robbery, they would have went directly for that. What? This is a lot. What do you mean? I don't know what you mean. Farmer says no common criminal is going to do that neighborhood for 0 reasons unless a spree or serial killer is active in the area. I don't know. I don't agree with that. I think some people are just crazy. I'll tell you guys a story. This happened a long time ago. I was on my way home from a friend's house, and I decided to stop and get some food. It was probably about 11 p.m. at night, and I think I got Taco Bell or something quick that something that was right there in front of me. So I'm leaving Taco Bell, and there's like this bar or maybe some kind of lodge, maybe. Well, anyway, this car comes speeding out of the parking lot as I'm driving by and cuts me off. I mean, they come romping out of this parking lot. Like they hit the road and they kind of scrape on the ground, cut me off. And me, I'm just like, what the fuck? So I get on their ass and then we hit a stop sign. And once I get on their ass, I kind of honk and I kind of gave them the bird, like, what the fuck you doing? And they pulled out. It was almost as if they were pulling out and then they saw what I did and they stopped in the middle of the intersection. And when the person got out, I noticed it was a woman. It was a woman who was about 45. She was kind of all dressed up. And she goes, I'm sick of this shit. And I go, I didn't know you were a woman. I go, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to honk and get on your ass like that. I was like, my bad. I'm not trying to road rage on a girl or whatever. And she's like, no, fuck that. I'm sick of this shit. She's like, you're going to die today. She's like, "You're going to die. I'm going to kill you." And she turns around and she starts digging through her purse. So I always have that thing on me. So now it's in my hand. It's always got one in the chamber. And I go, "Am I going to have to kill this lady?" And thank God I was at the last moment. I said, "All right, we can get out of here." So I duck my head down and I skirted around the corner. And sure enough, I just had this feeling. I kept my head down and I look over out of my passenger window and there's some people standing up on a balcony and they're just kind of looking at what the hell's going on because they probably heard the yelling. And then sure enough, here's the gunshots. Boom, 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 boom. And I look up and the people up on the balcony almost got hit. And there was a yellow Mustang sitting there on the side of the road. She shot that. I can hear one whiz by, and then my tail light got hit. So I'm telling you, there's maniacs out there. You cannot, it just depends on this wasn't no big guy, no scary guy, just a crazy maniac. Equally as deadly. And that's what this reminds me of. Somebody who has had a bad day, suffering from some kind of mental illness, and they're going to get their power back, right? Right on your face with whatever weapon they have. So yeah, there's a maniac story for you. Like it matters, Alma. Fuck out of here. Hey, what's up, Cindy? Yeah, for no reason. That lady, it was either her or me, or I gotta go. Thank God I made the decision to go. And I don't know if they ever caught her or what. What's up, Audra? Yeah, it was pretty scary. I was more worried about the group that was up on the balcony because they were kind of hanging their heads out and kind of looking like, what's going on out here? And my head's down and they're looking at me like, why is this guy driving by with his head down? And then ping, ping. They're like, oh, shit. Good thing she couldn't shoot. Either that or she was drunk. My theory was that she caught somebody cheating. She was hanging out at this bar by the way she was dressed, or working there. I'm not quite sure. But somebody pissed her off. She came romping out of there. And within a split second of me honking at her, I'm running for my life. Yeah, that movie Falling Down. Exactly. So those are the two theories. It's the hitman theory and the maniac theory. Okay, now I'm pretty sure I found those cameras. Let me pull them up for you guys. Yeah, that's what she said. She says, I don't give a shit. I go, I'm sorry, lady. I didn't know you were a girl. I was like, I'm not trying to fight you in the street. I thought you were a dude. If you were a dude, yeah, we can get it on. You know, what's up? You know? But I didn't know you were a lady. I'm sorry. She says, fuck that. You're going to die, motherfucker. I said, what? She goes, I'm going to kill your ass. And she turns around and starts digging in her purse. I was like, oh my God, this lady's going to kill me. Okay, so there's the home there. I think we need to go this way. Right, that's the angle there. Whoop. Yeah, that's a perfect angle. Okay. So perfect angle, we turn around. And that must be the tree in the video right there. See it? There's the tree. So that means the camera is just behind the tree. Okay. There it is. You guys see the two cameras right there? There's one facing to the right, and then that actually might be a sensor. It might be one camera or two. I'm not sure. But there's definitely a camera right there pointing right at Liz's home. Yeah, pile it up, farmer. People who don't suffer from mental health, if you drag them through the mud, shit, you might create some mental health issues. But whatever was going on with that woman, I didn't want any part of it. She was fucking mad. Okay, so there's the camera. And the killer parked right here. Probably right in this area. Walked across the street. And why did they turn around? There's another camera angle of the truck from this house right here. Let me see if I can pull that up. I don't know. Where is that? Oops. Looks like it's coming from one of these right here. Yeah, looks like the angle's a little bit more curved. Kind of like that. But I don't see a stop sign. That's a stop sign right there. And yeah, this isn't the right area. Where the hell is that at? Is that it? Nope. Maybe. Let's try going over here. No, because that's a whole driveway right there. Not quite sure what that camera angle is from. Because they parked right here and then turned around. Okay, so it's the back of the stop sign. What kind of car is that? A Scion? Not quite sure where that ring footage came from. But all right, guys, I think this is going to be our 5-minute warning. We'll catch up on the chat, and then we'll get out of here. I just wanted to go over this case again and show you some of the dash cam footage that was recently released. We didn't cover that. And then go over the enhanced audio. Oh, yeah, that's a good question, Candace. I was going to look for that. Like, why would they turn around? Looks like there's a cul-de-sac right here. And it doesn't appear that they went all the way down this cul-de-sac. It's almost as if they went right here and then turned around. They could have left. Well, let's see. What's the only outlet? Well, it looks like there's an outlet here. But if you wanted to get back to the main street, you turn around. Otherwise, you're lost in a maze of like suburbia hell. Or you live over here somewhere. And you're pissed off that somebody walked on your property and stuck a yard sale sign on your fence or in your yard or something. Yeah, so this was either a very thought out, methodical, pre-planned hit for whatever reason, or just a maniac. Well, if you go back, Cindy, to what her husband said, she said her coworkers knew, both parents knew, and his mother. So I don't know, maybe his mom had a vendetta. Maybe she was leaving him, having a yard sale to get some money together because she planned to leave, and the mother got pissed. But that seems far-fetched. You never know. It did seem like a woman to me. A very agile woman. All right, guys. I will catch you on the next one. Members, I'll see you a little bit later today. We got members only. And also, guys, if you want to participate in the fundraiser, go check out the community page.